Ladies and gentlemen, chess enthusiasts and the lover of the glorious chaotic positions, welcome to what might be just the most unintentional, entertaining chess game you will ever see in your life. Today, we are breaking down the game sent to me by one of my subscribers, where the pieces move with the purposes, but the brain and strategies were just out going on some vacations. This isn't your typical battle of chess of some knowledgeable person. This is more often like some two drunk guys trying to outmaneuver each other, sacrifice their pieces, and just move out in a blenderous position, saying who is going to confuse the other guy more. And that is what we are going to look at it. And yeah, really, a spoiler alert is that I really think this guy were on something. But hey, if you ever made a mistake in chess or ever blundered a chess game, don't worry. Because after watching this game, you are just gonna be a certified grandmaster. And yeah, today with white pieces is our subscriber, and with black pieces is unknown, the random genius who played it here. We don't troll anyone, we just gave him a genius title. And yeah, e4 is what our subscriber chose, c6 is what opponent chooses. He goes for the Karokan, and my man says, I watch this channel and this guy plays Vienna, so I'm gonna play Vienna against every opening that I get. Another center pawn has been traded, and look at this. D4 has been developed. This is not a bad stuff. This is all good stuff. This is what and how you need to play. Just develop your pieces. Look at this development. Development of a bishop to a very good square, pinning the knight to a queen, and now unpinning itself, developing it, and another development of a knight. The castles, safement of the king. So yeah, look at this. This is how you play chess. You develop a solid structure, and now you pin this knight to a queen. Look at this. Every single pieces are being developed. Look at this. This is just the beauty. This is how you play chess. Okay, now I don't like this move कि पहले ही वो खाली था तो उसके ऊपर पिन दे दिया. But yeah, okay, he's trying to develop his pieces. Maybe he's thinking of some sort of sacrifice, which I don't see right now working at all. But yeah, he's developing this rook to somewhere what he thinks it is. So yeah, now the first question is asked to the white bishop कि भाई इस नाइट का क्या करना है. And up till this position, everything was fine till here. You think where is the craziest part? So now the craziest part is going to start. So the first thing you notice is कि black ने question पूछा है कि what is this bishop going to do? And he says कि I am a very egoistic person. See, this is what we normal beginners do. We say कि yeah, I am a very egoistic. If you attack me, I attack you. If you take, I take you back. That is my plan. That is my whole plan. Yeah. And this is where the things go wild. Because black says, okay, I see your plan. I move my bishop back. This is what he does, is he answers the threat. But you forget that you have a pending question to answer and you just play a move h3. This is just like you are already being, um, fractured on a leg and just moves your hand out of the train in front of the next train saying, ki, just fracture my hand too. This is not going to happen, man. Because see, simple. What happens here is he's going to take this knight. After bishop takes, he's going to take this bishop, and this guy is going to be up a bishop. And this is what you have to deal with right now. And how are you going to play this end game? How are you going to play this game with down a knight? Right? That's the question. But the white really decides to play this game, and he plays a move here, which is to an uninitiated eye looks like impossible. To even a Mikhail Tal soul will look like, what did this guy just play? This guy played bishop takes d5. As if the position was not even that worse that he wants to say, take it multiple ways. Okay, he is not going to take with queen and hang this queen. So he's going to take with knight, definitely. So now he takes with the knight. And he says, okay, so this is as if the position was not even that interesting. So he again calls it soul of Mikhail Tal and sacrifices his knight, saying कि भाई ये भी hanging है, रुक भी hanging है. You have a choice कि जो लेना है आप ले लो. Take whatever you want. So this guy says, yeah, if I'm getting this opportunity, I'm going to take the rook. And that is what a black does. And black is playing everything good over here. And yeah, just you have to take the bishop and you take the knight, because if you try to move the knight back, the bishop is going to move back and you're just down a piece. A lot of not a material. So he takes it, and now look at this position. You have to play this position here. And till now, only 15 moves have been done over here. Look at this. This guy plays 11 move of absolute like a grandmasters, and then in just next 5 moves, this craziness happens. But if I am gonna tell you, this game is going to end with a victory of white in just 10 to 12 moves from here. Are you going to believe me? You have to. Currently, what happens here is okay. Now white decides to move this rook, saying, "My rook was sleeping over here on a1, and now I need to develop it." So initially, black sees this pawn is hanging, so he takes it. But now white understands that he believes that yeah, my drug addiction over what was happening there has been over right now, and I have just got into this position. And now he plays like an absolute genius, saying, "Okay, just first move this queen from here. Queen goes back. I will centralize my queen. Look at this, such a beautiful game. And now this pawn is hanging. It is still an attack from here if you take it. I want to take that risk." So black here plays a move which is king to e7. Now I don't know what and why did he play that. The idea was to connect the rook. Yeah, his idea was to bring the rook to the central file. Just trade somehow this, and just win this end game. But now, after this move, white plays a move which is an absolute genius. He plays c4, saying ki, why are you not taking this pawn? Simple question, right? Why are you not taking this pawn? Okay. So black says ki, I just feel like everything is safe. I can just take this pawn and move away, and there is no threat. I can just move back, right? Or even move further if he wishes. So now what happens is you have to face this wrath of a rook infiltrating in, and now he says, okay, come in. And now as if you don't have a courage enough, that white has a courage to move this king back. He says, I am gonna go further. And the white, look at now our subscriber saying ki, oh, I see this is hanging, but I see a check, and I give a check and forgets that this queen can be taken. But black doesn't notices it. Black plays king to g6, and now this is hanging of a queen, hanging of a knight, and hanging of a mate in 5. And this is where you need to find what our subscriber played to get a mate in 5. Yeah, definitely he didn't find mate in 5, he find mate in 7. But yeah, you have to find mate in 5 over here. So, how do you find mate in 5? Take your 5 seconds, and then I will tell you how to find it. So, in this chaos of all that happened, we are going to study something very, very good, which is how to find this mate. So, the first thing is check, captures, and threat. Captures, okay. But can I give a check and still a threat? Yeah. And this looks very good because if this king moves over here, this is mate in 1. This king has only one square after I take with the queen. So after this, it looks pretty much sound. Yeah, he has only this square, and if here he's gonna get mate in 1. So yeah, he goes here. And now the next move is pretty simple. You see, okay, I can give another check. I can give a check, and now the king moves over here. And now see, this is all covered. So you give a check over here, and now the king has to go over here, and you now sacrifice a queen to just deliver a mate because this cannot be taken. This is very well protected, and you lured this black king to here. This is how simple identification of checkmate pattern is. Just look at the possible and the best checks, captures, and threat over here. So what happened in in our game is subscriber played this, and after king moves, he gave this check. His king moved over here. He took this pawn. His king moved over here. But my subs man didn't play g4 because he was not kind of identifying what is the move after that, or something else was going on in his mind, like eventually sacrificing this queen, like again somewhere else. Don't know what goes on in his mind, but yeah. So after this, he again gave the check with the king, and now queen, sorry, and now the black king can again do the same dance of h6 and h5, which if the white wants, he can take a draw, but he decides to go for confrontational. And now in this position, white decides that I can finally sacrifice my queen. He plays queen h7. This is a check. You cannot move your king. You have to take this queen. And after this queen sacrifice, rooks give. a check, and this is a checkmate. And this is how our subscriber won this game, and I am too happy. All those chaos, all those blunders, I am happy that our subscriber won the game. And that is what matters to me, that my man is winning the game. Okay. So what do we take from this game right now? First thing is we are going to take is that in all this position that we look like this, okay, so not this. This is a position which is very stable. You just realize ki, okay, he was asking a question to me earlier. Although I asked him a question, I need to not forget that ki, I have a pending question. Always realize ki what and who asked the question. So the question was, where is this bishop going to move? And you said, I don't know. And that is your loss. And that is why you lost your bishop. So first thing you notice, you should always notice is, did I leave anything pending that was asked to me? And yeah, then you can just take it and just solve your all the issues. Okay, if he takes here, you can just attack here, and there is nothing here bad. You are just double attacking this. And if he takes over here, this is just an equal position. If he takes this, this is just and totally an equal position. And eventually this looks pretty much good for uh white itself, because this rook is going to come over here, and I don't know what else can happen. You just need these open files, and this is just good for white in that in long terms. This is totally equal actually, but this is in long term good for white. You can play something like this. Just reduce this chaos that you are overcomplicating situation. Just simplify it. If you don't, overcomplicate it in your mind. Ki bhai, isne mera, this guy is attacking, so I should attack him. This should not be happening. Okay. The second thing is that just stop sacrificing unnecessarily, right? There is no need to sacrifice over here. Why are you just sacrificing your bishop after this? There is this just no need. You can just try to be solid like this. Okay, after this suppose knight e2, and if he tries to develop this, suppose like something like this, and after this, what can he do? Suppose he castles and then rook over here. Suppose he centralizes his rook over here, and just try to create some sort of threats over here. It's just going to favor you. Like even if it not favors, it's going to create some sort of positive things from your side. And somehow this guy might blunder. Like suppose if he tries to do something like what can we say? It's to maneuver this, and this bishop is gonna hang. So you cannot say that in blitz a guy is gonna give you all the things. Sometimes this kind of thing can happen. Just try to be solid as you can, even if you blunder your pieces, right? So I hope you get this. And to all the people who are going to watch this, I am going to challenge you to guess the elo of this guy and answer me in the comment section. If you guess it correct, you might get something which is surprise for you. Yeah, you will get something. And till then, love you, stare, and Kaji Ka Bhavannu.